MzeroA Nation, Magda here. Welcome to our new series, Flying with Family and Friends.
Hey MzeroA Nation, Jason Schappert here of MzeroA.com alongside my beautiful lady once again, Magda.
Thank you. Hi MzeroA Nation. So last week we showed about how to use checklist usage, and this week we are going to talk about how I and other co-pilots can help with radio communications. I love radio communications, honestly. Do you think it's because I love to talk?
It's gotta be it. It's gotta be it. That's all I can say. Anyways, diving into it, one of the first things we help with is working through and listening to the ATIS, no doubt. Now, what is the ATIS? For our co-pilots, the ATIS is really our weather that we're listening to. And here I am, and I'm a note taker, and I'm writing down everything. And sometimes it's so easy, pilots, maybe this is you, sometimes it's so easy to go, what was that ATIS code again? You were so engrossed in the weather. What was that altimeter setting again? Show of hands, who's ever been there? Have your co-pilots focus on which two things?
ATIS code and altimeter setting.
ATIS code and altimeter setting. It's those two things. Let's show that now. All right, let's go and grab the ATIS real quick.
Initial contact, you have Kilo. Ocala Airport, ATIS information Kilo, the 2051 Zulu weather. Wind variable at 5 knots. Visibility 10. Sky condition is clear below 12,000. Temperature 33, dew point 11. Altimeter 3011. Visual approaches to runway 18 in use. VFR departures, advise ground control your direction of flight. Advise that on initial contact you have Kilo.
All right, sorry to step on you there.
Mike Charlie,
just confirming.
I got Kilo.
Yep.
And altimeter 3011.
All right, 30011 in there. Awesome. 18. Let's flip-flop over to ground if you wouldn't mind, and we'll give them a call.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. Evening ground, Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu, IFR to SPG, ready to copy.
November 23 Mike Zulu, Ocala ground, clear to the Albert Whitted Airport via direct NITS intersection, Victor 579 to Bapo intersection, then direct. Maintain 2,000, expect 5,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency will be 118.6, squawk 0744.
All right, 23 Mike Zulu cleared to Albert Whitted via direct NITS, Victor 579, Bapo, then direct 2000, 5010, 118.6, and 0744 in the box, 23 Mike Zulu.
So before we get into the next one, I would like to mention that something very crucial for me was to learn the tail number. Because, and if you fly with different airplanes, memorize both.
Right, or pilots, show your co-pilots where the tail number is. Can we answer the question of what is tail number?
Yes.
Because co-pilots asking that now. It's kind of like our license plate in a way, right? It's what ATC refers us to. What the airplane you're seeing these clips is 23 Mike Zulu. That's our airplane. So you need to know what Magda is saying, and not that she talks a lot or anything, because that's definitely not the case. I've never had to raise my hand as a polite way of saying, they're talking to us, I'm going to miss it. It's never happened in our airplane. I'm sure it's never happened in yours either.
It never happened. But anyways, it really helped me, and I'm sure my pilot, Jason, to when I learned the tail number, I knew that the story needed to continue later.
This call is for us.
Yes.
And when you can get to a level where you can hear Cessna 1234, Piper 4567, and you can keep talking, have a good time, but your brain cues in when you hear 23 Mike Zulu. And you stop?
Correct.
That's when the game changes.
And it's very interesting to see if you fly with other passengers, let them know, hey, our tail number is 23 Mike Zulu,
Right.
because they also help to pay attention, right? And to perhaps, Jason is paying attention to somebody to help some passenger or
Right.
anything. And if we all know, hey, we hear 23 Mike Zulu, that's us.
The fun part is
Yes.
when there's another airplane, a 2-3 Charlie Papa, just something totally different. You're 2-3, everyone goes, that
Yeah.
wasn't us. It's kind of like a letdown.
Or other Mike Zulus.
Or other Mike Zulus. We ran into a
Yes.
few other Mike Zulus and everything else. You can't. Was that for us? I'm
Yeah.
sure no one's ever said that in an airplane before.
Yeah.
Right? Was that a radio call for us? Anyways, you want to continue with your story? I'm sorry.
Yes. So anyway, just memorize, learn, and practice your tail number. Sometimes, this is for co-pilots, so they don't read the entire tail number. Sometimes they will just read the
Shorten
last.
it.
Yes.
They've been calling us 3 Mike Zulu a lot lately. I'm
Yeah.
thinking 2-3 Mike Zulu is already a very short tail number, and they shortened even more to 3 Mike Zulu. So what a good point, something else to listen
Yes.
to as well. Why don't
Yeah.
you lead us into our next little part that you like to help
Yeah,
with?
but lastly, I love to help into ATC handoffs. So when I hear 23 Mike Zulu, contact Jack's approach.
Yep.
And I love to listen to the frequency. And while Jason writes the frequency down, I already go into the
radios, get everything set
and
up.
get it all set
Let's
up.
take a step back even further though. What is a handoff for our co-pilots? Jack's approach has different sectors. Tampa approach, Orlando approach have different sectors. It's not one controller controlling all of Tampa. It's about 8 controllers controlling most of Tampa, right? So you'll get passed along to different controllers who have different frequencies. So as you'll see in this clip, they're passing us off from, I believe, from Jack's to Tampa in this
Yes.
clip they're gonna see for a second. And again, it can be quick. It's a radio frequency you perhaps weren't ready for as well.
Yes.
So while I'm busy writing it down, Magda keeps it fresh in her mind, right? The principle of recency goes straight to the radio stack. I've taught her how to use the radio stack, big knob for the big
Yes.
numbers, little number for the little numbers. She gets that ready. I look at my paper. I confirm that after I've already talked to Jax and said, hey, thanks, see ya.
Yes.
And then she says, would you like me to flip-flop? And we flip-flop
Yeah.
that frequency, and I can key the mic. Sometimes she'll key the mic too and chat with
Yes.
them. But anyways, let's show that handoff real quick.
So 3 Mike Zulu, contact Tampa approach, 118.8.
118.8, thanks, 23 Mike Zulu. Thanks, sweetie. Awesome.
118.8.
Got it. Yep. You want to call them up or you want me to?
You go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Say so. Evening Tampa, Skyhawk 23 Mike Zulu, level 5000.
Number 23 Mike Zulu, Tampa approach, good evening, turn 10 degrees right, expect visual approach runway 7 and Albert Whitted.
10 degrees right, we'll expect visual for 7, thanks, 23 Mike Zulu. I was pointing because I thought she was going to give you an altimeter, but
Right?
here we go. We programmed this beautiful NITS to Victor 579 to Baypo to everything, and give me 10 degrees right. Ma'am, yes ma'am. There goes my whole beautiful IFR flight plan I just made. All for 10 degrees right. We'll see what happens.
So another thing that really helps Jason and I, especially when we fly to new airports, is to get the frequency numbers ahead. So either we know our route, so it really helps me if Jason tells me, hey, our next stop will be in Orlando, so it just gives me the frequency for ground and other frequencies, so we are all on the same.
Well, and we can be teaching that
Yeah.
too, and they don't have to have their own subscription of 4Flight or whatever,
Yeah.
but we can simply pass them the iPad. Here's the taxiway diagram. Do you mind getting tower and ground as my next 2 frequencies? Teach your co-pilots how to use your radio stack. And we could do a little bit of that here, but every aircraft is just so different. It's gonna be so important for you, the pilots, to spend the time, slow down, and work with your co-pilots to teach them your radio stack and your avionics. So listen, once again, I hope you're loving this Flying with
Yes.
Family and Friends series. If this is your first episode you've caught, you've got checklist usage and ground operations to go back and check. This will be available as a playlist as well. All our podcasts, I produce 4 podcasts: the Private Pilot Podcast, the Instrument Pilot Podcast, the Commercial Pilot Podcast, and the CFI Podcast. Type in any of those names on Apple or Audible. Those will come up for you as well. So you can be
Yes.
checking those out. Magda joins me for those as well. So Listen, we read every comment down below. Facebook, YouTube, MzeroA, doesn't matter. So leave us a great, great comment. Have a blessed, amazing, outstanding rest of your day. And most importantly, remember, a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you.